Hi guys, welcome back. We've got another video today. Basically, as you can see, two trades on the screen. I got 10R out of this, 0.5% risk on each. That's a 5% profit in the space of only, well, that one tapped in there, and then we got tapped out there. 39 minutes for 5%. So very happy with that. I'm going to crack on with it. So this is obviously Euro USD. Let's go to the 4 hour. I'll show you basically, well, firstly, why I was looking at getting the buys, obviously buying into a certain level, because I do actually see sells overall, but I wanted to buy into a level, and I'll stop waffling and show you. Right. So, right, what we've got here, guys, is this is the actual swing. So we got swing high and swing low. When I can find my tool, which I haven't got, but we'll just do this a second. So that's the swing high, that's the swing low, just there. And as you can see, we have responded when I can click it. We have come off this demand block just there, so we've tapped into that. So yes, it's buys, but what I've seen here is a perfect example of a trap. So what a trap looks like is basically like that, and then it takes it out at the top, and then it starts to sink. That's kind of what I was seeing here on the 4 hour. Let's remove that. So obviously we take that across, and what I've seen here, it looked to me like a trap. And to confirm this, we actually closed below. Did we close below? We didn't. No, in fact we did, because we didn't go past this bull candle anymore. So eventually we broke below that, which was telling me that we're looking at sells. So and obviously we took the actual I can't even get my words out today. I might sound a bit bunged up as well. I'm still a bit ill, but just try and go with it. So yeah, that's the final push, and we broke that, and then we actually broke the low that broke the high, if that makes sense. So this demand area broke the previous high, which is a strong high, so we've actually broke that. But then coming back, we've actually broke below that, which tells me potentially we're looking at sells kind of from now on, in a way, overall bias sells. But yes, this was a buy, but the main reason for that was, so the last swing point, the last internal swing point, I'll say, was from this point to that point. And as you can see, we're coming to the discount area. So I was looking to buy back into this area, and obviously we've got a demand area there. So, and we've actually broke past that. So if we go to the 15 minute, might be a little bit clearer, and then we'll go big screen. Right, that's the trade over there. So we've got the same again, we've actually trapped. So all this area here, we actually trapped it, wicked it, and then shot up. And as you can see, we took out this. Eventually we took that out. But the down push candle was that one there, which we took out. So I was looking for buys from this point. I was buys. As soon as this supply candle, that will be green in a second, when it clicks on. Yep, there we go. So yeah, that supply candle actually, guys, that got took out, that got closed above. So from that point, you should be buying from this demand area. And as you can see, it took it lovely. So you should be buying from this point, really. And it was actually quite good price action there. And as you can see, eventually it it did tap in. It left a little bit of imbalance for future, but that whole kind of area we did tap in after my trade. But we'll go into why I took the trade. So this candle, we've got this demand candle as well. So this first one's been mitigated, brilliant. All this is good price action. You know, we have a tiny break there with a nice clean close above that demand area. Well, the last candle, in fact that one as well, yeah, the last demand candle, that actually got mitigated. Mitigated basically means where it's just tapped in, collected the orders, and then shot up or shot down in a bearish market. So that's mitigated, that's mitigated. This one was mitigated. So I was just following the order flow really. So in this, as you can see, we'll go a bit closer. That did close above, actually closed above on the 15 minute. And because we weren't in the overall discount, so when I say the discount, obviously, here's the 4 hour low that we broke and we closed below. Yes, it does look like a reverse stop hunt, but because we've got a bigger stop hunt, I was actually looking for sells in general, but I want to buy into this discount area. Hopefully it's not too confusing. But as you can see, we've got loads of imbalance there. We had a bit there, but that was took out straight away. There's a tiny bit there, but potentially I was looking to buy into this whole area. Which obviously I didn't aim for that because I didn't want to. I've got to learn to be less greedy, because when I'm greedy, I end up fucking it basically, and greed takes over. And I was aiming for an area here, which I'll show you now. Let's get rid of this box so we don't get too confused. Right, so pretty much, guys, we've got a break of structure there. So there's your break of structure. What started that break of structure? Well, this last candle before the up move, but that's quite big, so we just go for the wick. So because of how big that candle is, we just mark the wick across. We drop it as a demand zone, and this is the 15 minute, remember. So then as soon as we come into that 15 minute zone, we drop down to the 1 minute, and I always like leaving the trade on because I'll end up confusing my numbers when I re-enter it and the exact minute that I entered it. So what you see is where I entered it. So let's go big screen. If you can give me a like and a subscribe as well, guys, really appreciate it. I like making videos for you, and I just want to make sure that you like the content and you want any other bits. You know, any bits you want, comment, let me know, drop a like, it will get the algorithm and all that malarkey. Like, I don't understand it, but if you can give me a like and subscribe, it's good. So yeah, appreciate that. So we've tapped in here, guys. So this big area, that is our refined 1 minute. That's part of the wick. This is the wick of the 1 minute, because it's quite a big candle, the 1 minute demand. So we wanted a bit of a response from here. So my first entry was this one here. So the reason I entered that was because obviously we've tapped in. You could have entered 50% of there, but the chance of it most of the time probably won't happen. So my reason was we reacted from this. Yes, we did tap in to this area, to that supply. But I was potentially, I was looking at buys because we've got so much imbalance above, and we need to take a lot of these kind of orders. So we've got orders above here. We had a lot of trend line orders there, which you can see it eventually does take it out, but we'll get to that in a minute. So I had a few confluences on my side. So yeah, we tapped in. I was waiting for a pullback. The pullback happened when this low here because that's the candle that's the last demand candle that pushed into the supply. That got broke. So then simply drop your 50% tool, and I've got a video on my channel that shows you about this. And yeah, basically I entered as soon as the candle started to go into my 50% area, because I was expecting the price to shoot past here. And obviously, firstly, this one I aimed for, oh sorry, the last candle, not that one. Oh, 2 seconds. So I was aiming for this. For my first trade was that, and obviously we got tapped in, and then I seen an opportunity for a second trade, and this was half a percent for a 5R trade, so that would give me 2.5% on that trade. So my second entry came literally soon as, so what we've got here, let me do it on the, so we've got candle there, then we tapped up, and then I had confidence we returned from this area, and then we had this candle here. Soon as we had this bullish candle, I dropped in, and obviously with the spread and because it's a minute, it moves dead quick. So I dropped another buy there, another 0.5% risk for a 5R. The reason I went a bit higher than originally with this one was because I noticed this trend line here, and also we've got from this candle to there, we've got imbalance, and well, there you are, it tapped in it, but I didn't want to be too greedy, and I like to round my trades off, you know, down nearest, I can't get my words out, down to my nearest whole number, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I didn't get too greedy, and luckily enough, it paid off. You probably hear dogs barking outside. But yeah, it paid off. I didn't get too greedy. I got a 5%, 2 trades with it under an hour, 40 minutes. Perfect. If that was a 1% risk, obviously it'd have been 10% profit for you. But 5% for 1 hour, brilliant. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then yeah, you can see we actually did go to the extreme demand earlier today, which I didn't get in on this. I did have a little win. I can't remember where. In fact, no, that was yesterday in the extreme, sorry. I did have a little buy over here somewhere, I think. But yeah, there you go, guys. Hopefully it's clear enough. Let me know any comments, likes and subscribes. Again, please, I don't want to waffle on, but yeah, I'll see you on the next one.